the holy plain of Kurukshetra. Two armies are waiting on either side of this battlefield. The Kauravas are led by Duryodhana, and the other is led by one of the greatest warriors that ever lived, heading the army of the Pandavas. His name is Arjuna, born to conquer. Arjuna asks his charioteer Krishna to take him to the center of the battlefield so that he can see his enemies more clearly. Suddenly, he realizes that he is going to have to fight people he dearly loves. He sees Drona, his own teacher, who has taught him everything he knows. He sees Bhishma, his grandfather and protector. His eyes fill with tears as his mind begins to reel. He is so overwhelmed by sadness and grief, he can hardly stand. He turns to Krishna for help, who tells him that although his words sound wise, they are not based in truth. There never was a time when you and I and all these warriors did not exist, nor will there ever be a time when they will cease to be. Just as a person puts on new clothes and casts away the old ones, the soul casts off worn-out bodies and takes on new ones. We are all immortal, Arjuna, and we cannot die. Nothing impermanent is real. That which pervades the universe is indestructible, and no one can destroy what is everlasting. The self is not born. It does not die. Weapons cannot touch it. Fire cannot burn it. Water cannot wet it. Neither can it be dried by the wind. The self is eternal, everlasting, and infinite, standing on the motionless foundations of eternity. Arjuna asked Krishna how he could realize this immortal wisdom. And Krishna said, "Those who leave behind all desires of the mind, utterly content in the self alone, live in wisdom. Those with steady wisdom can draw in the senses at will. The stormy senses can even carry away the mind of a man who is striving for wisdom. Like a mirror covered by dust, like the unborn fetus completely surrounded by a membrane, so is the wisdom in man covered by the insatiable force of desire, the mortal enemy of the self. What seems like night to others is a state of awakening to the self-controlled man. And what the world calls day is the night of ignorance to the one who knows the self. When knowledge of the self arises, ignorance disappears, just as night vanishes with the rising sun. Just as a lamp in a sheltered place does not flicker, the controlled mind, absorbed in meditation, remains ever steady. Mystics have always described that the secret to life's mystery can only be found within. You must learn to meditate, Arjuna, if you want to know this mystery, my mystery. For nothing exists higher than me. Everything is strung on me like pearls on a thread. I am the taste in pure water, the soft touch of the wind. I am the radiance in the sun, the soft light of the moon. I am the sacred word, Om, and the sound in silence. I am the sweet fragrance of the earth. The brilliance in fire is me. I am the life in all beings. This is my divine mystery. All creatures rest in me, like the mighty wind moves inside the air. Do not believe in weakness, Arjuna. Give up the idea that you are insignificant. For this great power of mine exists in you too. Be proud of what it has taken for you to become incarnated as a human being. You are here in this endless galaxy for a reason. You were not born to think of yourself as small. You were born to realize the truth of your greatness and to rise to the full height of your own majesty, knowing and understanding that you are part of my glory. So rise to your greatness, Arjuna, and discover who you are.